Hello, amazing people in the hub. How you guys going? So I thought I would say hello, and my dog really wants my attention, so I'm going to be quick. Just in case you want to see him, there he is. Anyway, all right, I get it. So today I wanted to talk about boss time and employee time. I went to a productivity workshop last week. I got a comp ticket, and this is Productivity Ninja if you can't read backwards. So I've got this book to give away. So I'm going to do that this week on the webinar, actually on Training Thursday. So today my tip is, when you have boss time, be the boss. When you have employee time, be the employee. And set up your boss time and your employee time in your working day. Now, story that goes along with this. When I was the boss of a multimodality clinic with 9 other people that I had to boss, then I could put my boss hat on and I would have lists of things that I needed to get done. So I would give those lists to others and I could delegate them, and then they would be the employees and they would get them done. So the little distinction there is the boss makes the lists, the employee executes the lists. So the little thing that happens when we run our own business, if we're at home, if we're in the clinic by ourselves, sometimes we would just want to be the boss. Sometimes we just want to be the employee that just sees clients. But you have to have boss time at the beginning of every day where you get down your 5 most important actions for the day. And if those things get executed, if they get ticked off the list, then everything works a whole bunch better. The employee time is when you get given the list, so you take your boss hat off, and you don't go, oh, I need to do something else, I need to da. You get your employee skills on and you go, okay, my boss has asked me, and it's like a frame, it's like a way in which you think about things, it's a mindset frame. And that mindset shift creates you to be the employee. Now, to get your work done, you need to tick those things off the list. And so it's really important, if that's what you need to get done today, you actually put your employee skills on just as though you were going to the jobs you used to have. Just as though somebody else was your boss, you show up, and you show up for work on time. You show up in your uniform. You show up with the amount of time available, and you actually get those things done off the list, just like you were actually employed. And then you use your intuition, or you use your initiative, and you create other things in your job so that the boss is happy with your day's work. So it was a little aha moment for me when I first started, because I would just create lots of ideas for things to get done, but I wouldn't actually get them done. And so if you put your employee hat on, how can you be the best employee for you? Because you're the boss too. But if you take the boss hat off and you go, okay, now I'm employee mode, how do I get all these things done today in the time frame that I've been given, and then do something that is more than, so I can actually be really happy with the boss. And then the next morning you give yourself 15 minutes boss time to set out your 5 things that you need to get done for the day, and then employee hat goes on and you get that stuff done. Now, if you were an employee, you wouldn't go and do your washing at the same time because you're on employee time. You wouldn't go and do the whatever else you've made really important. As an employee in your own company, an employee in your own clinic, you wouldn't get the time to go and do those things. So if you've set aside that time to do the employee stuff, go and do the employee stuff. Don't go and do all the other hats that you wear. If that's the time you've been given to do the employee stuff, do the employee stuff and be the employee of the month for yourself. Now, I've also had times where I've wanted to sack my employee that happens to be me. And we are all human, and that's the beauty of running your own business. You can give them a stern talking to in your head, and then you can start afresh the next day. But you need that 15 minutes of boss time in the morning to set out the 5 most important things for the day, and then become the employee of the month by doing those things, executing them, and then doing a little bit more. And showing up like you would as an employee for somebody else's business for your own. All right, that's my Tuesday tip. Be your boss for 15 minutes and then be the employee of the month for the time that you have given yourself to get that work done. All right, I will catch you on Training Thursday, peeps, for how to confidently run your consultations with the use of timelines. All right, I will catch you guys later. Bye.